Hey guys, Figurecraft here, and today we're going to be doing a very interesting part of the build. We're going to finally be putting the engines inside Titanic. So for that, you're going to need your book for this issue, issue 114, and you're also going to need issue 114's box. You're going to need your engine room that you've built. We haven't touched this thing for 2 years. Last time we messed with this was all the way back in issue 40. Because that was putting the propellers on and the last little details to the engine. So, yeah, it's been a while since we've touched this. So this is very interesting. So, for starters, let me grab the book. Supports for the propeller shafts. Step 1. Take the completed engine and propeller assembly from issue 40. Remove the plates 39I, 40F, and 40H as indicated, circled. Then remove the 3 propeller shafts. It is advisable to label the shafts port, center, starboard so that you can replace them correctly. Okay? So, our first step is that one. So, let's remove these parts. We set the book up there on Titanic. I'll grab the camera and bring it over this way. Let me scoot the engine closer. All right. Tilt you down here. All right. So it wants me to remove those 3. So this one right here is getting removed. Set the screw down here. Screw's stuck in that. There we go. So it wants me to remove that. It wants me to remove this. And the back one. And there's one screw. That one's stuck in the plastic. There we go. Okay, so those 3 pieces are removed. Then I remove the shafts. So for starters, let's take these propellers off and set them in this order. Okay, there's one out. There's 2. There's 3. I'll set them in this order down here. All you really got to remember is that the longest shaft that goes in the middle. I think I'm seeing why we're replacing them. You can see we've got some marks on these from where it's been spinning and rubbing up against those pieces. Okay, that's been done. Step 2. Now position the engine assembly inside the hole from issue 113, taking care to ensure that the screw holes in the engine room deck 36A align with the screw holes in the bottom of the hole circled. All right. Let me set this book to the side a minute. Let me set these screws to the side. And get you up here. Alrighty, so I got to position this whole engine inside here. What about the cord? Okay. Pull the cord up on this side. I'll drape it under there for right now. Alright. Apparently it wants the cord to be like that. On that side over there, not this side. Then I've got to set this whole engine room inside this ship, which is easier said than done because putting this in when I was test fitting it was a challenge to get in. Let me try taking it a little bit farther down the ship and then we'll drag it back. There we go. There we go. Let me see here. Get me some light up here. Okay, we're not there yet because those have to be on those. So like that. And then the rest of it should hopefully be in there. So just remember that these two have to be aligned with those two sticking up. I'm looking inside. Everything looks okay. That one went. This one went down here into a hole. I just felt it. So let me see here. Yeah, that's right. Okay, now that everything is aligned, we'll go on to step 3. Step 3, fix the engine assembly to the bottom of the hole using 3 AP screws and 6 AM screws. The AP screws fix the deck beneath the reciprocating engine to the plastic section of the hull left. The AM screws fix the engine room deck panels to the metal section of the hole above. Okay. So we'll do the, let's see here. The AP screws fix the deck beneath the reciprocating engine. We'll do that one first. That is these. No, that my bad. That's AM. That's AM. Don't listen to me. These three are AP. Okay, the AP screws are first. So let's get our issue 114 box. And we're going to look for the AP screws. It's AM, AP, and then MP. We need the AP. We only got to put 3 AP screws in. So let me get my extender. Let me grab the camera. Get you up here. It's going to be kind of hard to get this because we can't see over the engines. Let's see here. We got one in the middle. Right in front of the walkway. Has to be that one. Yep, that one. Okay, one right in front of the walkway. And we got those 2 at the back that I told you to make sure that they align. So these 2 back here. Okay. One more to go. There we go. Okay, so that's secured now down that way. Now we're going to be moving farther down this way. And we're going to be doing the AM screws. So these. We'll start with that one that's in front of the steam turbine engine. Let me just put these remaining AP screws back up. Not going to fully close the bag because we'll probably need them again in a minute. And we'll get the AM screws. And for this, we're going to need our 3-in-1 oil. So I'm going for that one that's in front of the steam turbine first. Ah, stupid screw, come back here. So we got one right in front of the steam turbine. Right here. Now that the engine's going inside the ship, I'm going to wait until we get the bulkhead walls on here, and then when we're putting the roof over the engine room, that's when I will put my antennas into the engine, because you notice my antennas are not in the engine. I've been keeping those out now for about 2 years because I didn't want them breaking. I've seen so many people on YouTube break those. So I didn't want mine broke. Alright, get us another screw loaded up. We're going to go right in front of that somewhere. Let's see here. Right in front, right there. Trying to look at the book and follow. There we go. Then we're going to be doing the same thing for the other side. So I'm going to have to move this cord over to here in order to get down in that hole. Right down in there. There we go. We have one more AM screw, and then I'll have to open up another bag, it looks like. Oh no, there's more in the bag. They just all didn't come out. Okay. Now the next one we're going to go for are the two that's back here. They're going to be right behind their gearbox. Which I see them. They're on that elevated piece. Okay. Right on this elevated piece right here. Oh, it didn't go down. That's why. Okay. Now we got to get some more screws out here. Then we're going to go into the next one. Okay. There is one more screw to go in, and that's towards the very, very back. So I got my last screw. go. Okay, I think we're clear to put away the 3-in-1 oil. If we need it, we'll get it back out. Turning to the next page. Step 4. Take the 2 supports for the propellers shafts, 114A and 114D, and note the angle of the tabs on each to ensure that you fit them on the correct side of the hole. Fit the tabs into the slots in the hole sides as shown, so that the tabs go through to the inside of the hole as shown below. Fit the fixing plate 114F over the holes where part 139I was removed in step 1 below, and fix in place with 2 AP screws. I knew we was going to use them AP screws again. Okay. Let me get you tilted up here. Basically, pull this back. We're too close. Basically, that right there is what we got to do next. Alrighty then. So, let's close up these AM screws, because there's only 1 AM screw left in the bag. And I need those pieces. So, here's 1. Here's 2. There's some more screws in the box, which are, drop them, come back here. Ugh. More AP screws. And then we'll set these to the side because we'll need them in a minute. Alright, first things first. The angle that it's talking about is where it's angled like this. Always the sharp end is going to go towards the front on both sides. So I'm going to put this one on first. I'm going to get you down here. We're coming through those 2 slits. So get down here and see if I can find it. There's 1 slit. Wrong slit. Farther back. That one and that one. There we go. Okay. That one's on. Now let me pull you back here. Try to give you an angle of this one. Okay, so this way and that way. That one went in easier than the other side. Okay. Now we're to this point right here where I've seen a whole lot of people have trouble with this step. Alright, it said about a part that was removed. Let's see if I can find that. Okay, it's that part. This part right here that was removed, we got a new replacement, which looks about the same, it's just different color. Put those 3 things back in there for right now. Don't want to lose them, they're small. So here's the one we had, and here's our new one. it's a bit bigger and wider. Okay, so it's longer. Now to look for the correct angle that it goes. Which way does the slant go? Towards the back, it looks like. Okay. So this has got to go here. I can see why everybody's having trouble with that. We got to secure them in with AP screws. Let's try a little trick here. Let's get one AP screw out. Let me get over here to see what I'm doing. Make sure to keep this right. If I can get the screw on one side, just like that, and then screw it in one side, that might help. Let's see if I can get it. Wow, that's at an angle. How are you going to get under that? Unless it's not pulled out far enough. Huh. How in the world are you supposed to get under that thing? The screw's in the way. Something's wrong here. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay, that's got one side on. I'm going to loosen that up a bit. Now that it's hooked in one side, I got to try to get the other side hooked. To do that, I got to push this back through because it fell out, and then hook it just like that. That actually worked out perfectly. Put one side on first and then hook the other side. Now that I'm grabbing them both, that one's tight. Do this one the same way. And that's on there now. Now we just got to put the two screws in the middle. Oh, come on, don't do that. You stubborn screwdriver. Tell you, the screwdriver's stubborn. That one went perfectly. Why can't you go? Would you stop that? There. Okay. That's on. Oh, whoops, I skipped a step. My bad. It's this one we're supposed to be replacing. This one that's got solid. We got a new replacement that's got a curve like that, so the curve goes at the bottom. My bad. It's right down here. Oh well, I got the hard one out of the way. Oh, I hate when the screwdriver loses the grip and falls out of the screw. Okay, it's on there. Now let me read the next step. My bad. We were supposed to do, well, yep. We were supposed to do that step, but I skipped it and did that step. Whoops. Step 5. Position the fixing plate 1114C over the holes where part 40F was. Remove and position the fixing plate 114E where part 40H was. Removed fix parts 114C and 114E in place with 4 AP screws for each. That's that one that we just did. And then we're on this final one at the back. So, get over here. We just did that one. Now we're down here to the bottom. And we're going to look at those two and see how they changed. Here's our old. Here's our new.